Hi everyone, I'm Julia Czar, the project manager of Fortitude Equities. Today, my team and I will be explaining our development plan of developing a warehouse in Astoria, Queens for vertical farming. The property we are looking to develop is 3415 10th Street. It has a lot size of 4,900 square feet. Its block and lot number are 325 and 19 respectively. It is in the R5 residential district with a max FAR of 1.25 for residential and 2.0 for community facility. The FAR as built is currently 1.0, and the property was built in 1930. Fortitude Equity stands by our motto, which is the definition of our name, Fortitude, having courage in the face of adversity. We have the courage to overcome the difficulties the towns of our real estate are going through. We use vertical farming in order to provide fresh foods for a low price to lower income towns. We provide foods to food pantries. We strive to initiate lifestyle changes for the people through vertical farming. As the project manager of Fortitude Equities, I have been leading the development plan and making sure the project is running according to the requirements. I have been working alongside my assistant project manager, Kayla Hancash, who has been assisting me with my duties and responsibilities. Along on our team, we had Philip Pantazanota, the financial advisor, who has been working on providing a budget for the project and providing information on the expenses and gains of the project. Alan Fallis, the research analyst, has focused on the area demographics. Isidore Haber, the site manager, has completed the plan and location analysis for our vertical farming development. Lastly, Bobby Adea, our market analyst, will cover information on sustainability design and assessing of risk analysis. Fortitude Equities is planning to develop a property for vertical farming in Queens, New York, as I mentioned before. Vertical farming is the process of growing produce vertically rather than normal conventional farming styles. It's the ability to grow agriculture indoors by stacking plants vertically. With controlled light, temperature, and humidity, vertical farming is efficient in maximizing productivity and reducing the need for more space. This creates an environment of mass production and sustainable produce for communities at their own convenience. Fortitude Equities' plan is to redevelop a single-story vacant 4,900 square foot C-class warehouse in Astoria, Queens for a vertical farming establishment. 3415 10th Street was built in 1930. Astoria is an industrial neighborhood within the up-and-coming, densely populated part of Queens, New York. The budget cost for our redevelopment process is $500,000. The cost will be to prepare the building properly with the specific resources for vertical farming. We will allocate some money for outside services. This includes a team of legal experts, engineers, general, and subcontractors. The redevelopment process of our property will begin within the first quarter of 2022. Vertical farming is vital to the community, and Fortitude Equities is looking for better ways to help Astoria, Queens. Redeveloping a vacant warehouse for vertical farming to grow fruits and vegetables can help the community in numerous ways. The food grown can be used in food banks, considering the shortage in lower income towns. We are also implementing a program for the community to give back and share produce grown locally. Besides providing food, a plantation also generates minimum wage job opportunities for locals.
Thing we're going to talk about is area description. 3415 10th Street is intersected with a food retail expansion to support health program, also known as Fresh. This program was developed because of the lack of grocery stores and provides neighborhoods with an incentive for the development of grocery stores supplying fresh foods. There are a variety of food markets near the location, such as City Acres Market, City Fresh Market, and more. These markets, along with the others created because of the program Fresh, are Fortitude Equity's potential clients in the future. 3415 10th Street is near a variety of food pantries that we aim to supply fruits and vegetables to with our vertical farming development. Our Children Food Pantry and People United Methodist Church Food Pantry are a few of the food pantries in close proximity we can supply food to. The next thing we're going to talk about is the walkable neighborhood of Astoria, Queens. Astoria is an urban neighborhood in Queens that is an up and coming location for people to live. It is more affordable than Manhattan and Brooklyn, which attract more people to the area. The closest school district, police station, and fire station is all in a 1 mile radius of this property, 3415 10th Street. Astoria is home to one of the biggest parks in New York City. Astoria Park provides different recreational activities and is a great area for the community to gather. The neighborhood has significantly changed from what it once was. The community is thriving on new businesses opened and more residents moving in, but a vertical farming development will improve the neighborhood even more. With the price of living constantly increasing, vertical farming will allow members of the community to have access to locally grown food and new jobs available. On this slide is just a few pictures of what Astoria is. So, the bottom picture of the pool shows a part of Astoria Park where the community gathers for fun activities in the summer. On the slide, you can see the neighboring businesses and police and fire stations that are in close proximity to 3415 10th Street. Astoria is a great neighborhood, and Fortitude Equities is hoping to make it even better with our vertical farming development. The next thing we're going to talk about is transportation. 3415 10th Street is located in a transit zone. Typically, areas in a transit zone are ones which are located beyond the Manhattan core and also within a half-mile radius of a subway station. 3415 10th Street is within 2 blocks from Vernon Boulevard, which is also a busy truck route that is easily accessible to all boroughs.
On this slide, I'm going to be talking about the site management. For the past couple of years, the building at 3415 10th Street has not been of any use. Our plan is to redevelop this vacant warehouse and turn it into a vertical farming facility. Inside the building, we are going to stack up many brand new shelves to hold the plants. On each shelf, there will be different types of plants. In order to keep the plants healthy, we are going to attach a watering system so that the plants will remain healthy. We allocate 400 square feet of the warehouse towards offices, and the remaining 4,500 square feet will be used for our vertical farming structures. The property already features clear span, full HVACs, a drive-in door, a certificate of occupancy for factory and warehousing, and is located in a qualified opportunity zone, which is great for what we are trying to do.
So, so as the warehouse will be delivered vacant, our team has to install the system in its entirety. So I have projected two types of costs. The first one is recurring costs, and these include utilities, plants, nutrients, and labor. And it comes to $34.08 per square foot per year. We also have the non-recurring costs, which are the renovation, system installation, any other expenses. And we also decided to put $50,000 in as an emergency fund, and it comes to $139,197.56. The estimated profit per square foot is $7.08 per year, and this comes to $31,860 per year. Um, The required IRR for this is 10.8%, which is not bad, but that being said, it has to be held for 10 years. And in addition, this project would be greatly benefited by being in the qualified opportunity zone. It's a zone assigned for certain economically vulnerable areas where new businesses may be eligible for preferential tax treatment. And how this works is that if the business allocates the capital gains into the Opportunity Zone Fund and hold that for 10 years, the business does not have to pay for the tax and returns. And this can alleviate a higher cash flow and profit margin to the project, or enable the farm to sell the products at a lower price to support more community members.
With the ongoing global climate change, the yield of production is diminishing due to the large temperature fluctuations
droughts, or acid rains, which alters the pH level in the soil. We can see a continuous shift from traditional farming to artificial farming, such as this very vertical farming. It is debatable whether implementing vertical farming will decrease the carbon footprint. This is because the system requires a larger amount of electricity and there's no natural light in the warehouse. However, from the fact that the warehouse is located in the middle of the neighborhood means that there's less distance from the farm to the consumers. Therefore, less carbon will be emitted on the way. In addition, it is proven that having a farm located near the consumer reduces the waste produced. Controlling temperature within the warehouse. One of the main components to the success of vertical farming is the ability to maintain the correct temperature and humidity for the plants to grow. It is very important to assess the different risks pertaining to figuring out how much cooling, dehumidification, and heating is required to manage the temperature and humidity of the grow space. To minimize the risk, Fortitude Equities will ensure to hire trained specialists to provide 24/7 care of the HVAC system in the warehouse, allowing for air circulation. A huge challenge in the vertical farming is being able to create a uniform air distribution within the environment. When dealing with vertical farming, everything is tightly packed and stacked both horizontally and vertically. To avoid the changes and to allow for air circulation, different strategies can be used. Small fans and different types of air diffusers can help solve the problem and circulate the air in the desired locations. Being organized to avoid the spread of pests and pollination. In order to ensure that the plants survive in the vertical farming environment, maintenance and hygiene of the workers is crucial. An immense risk to the plants is outside germs, pests, and affecting the growth of the process. Hired workers need to follow all safety procedures in place in order to allow the system to flow smoothly. Secondly, because there are no insects within the vertical farming structures, pollination can become a very serious issue. Usually, outside plants are pollinated through bees, but inside the vertical farming structure, there will be no insects to pollinate the plants. So workers will then have to manually pollinate the plants in order to keep them healthy.
So now we're going to talk about the demographic analysis. So Astoria is part of the NYC Queens Community District 1. It's connected with the Astoria and Long Island City in New York. So the population of this area is 166,000 people. And for every square mile in this district, there are about 32,000 people. So the demographic of this area plays a huge role into our project. The location is perfect for our development that we are creating. Also, 11.6% of the population under the poverty line, our vertical farming development will help bring affordable, fresh produce to their households and help the poverty percentage. Besides providing more produce, our vertical farming development will provide jobs and a recreational space for the community. The current employment rate in Astoria is about 5.6%, especially during the times of the COVID-19 pandemic. The need for fresh, locally grown produce is a necessity for struggling community members. Thank you so much for listening to Fortitude Equities presentation on vertical farming. Have a great day. Thank you.